What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel as we continue our NBA2K19 MyLeague with the Cincinnati Royals. We're going to be getting into our first game here today. But one thing we're going to also look at prior to the game starting is we're going to look at the guys that I identify as core players. And if you guys saw the last episode, you will know the importance of how I identify the core players. As to those are going to be the guys that I use to upgrade and develop throughout this series. So we're going to slide over here to the trade block that I was talking about. So I didn't know before how many spots there was available, and it looks like there's 5 spots. So the way we're going to be able to do it is we're going to be able to select 5 core players, and those core players are going to be the only players that we're able to upgrade. Anybody outside of that is a role player, so we won't be able to upgrade those guys. They'll just be able to upgrade as the way 2K upgrades them. So as you see here, our core players that I got right now are Cedi Osman and Trevon Duval. I looked at the other guys, and I want to save those 2 spots or those last 3 spots for maybe some guys we pick up down the line, or maybe even wait all the way to the end of the year to pick up whoever we get in the draft to add them to that Untouchables box. So we're going to go ahead and just have Cedi and Trevon Duval right now. So they're going to be getting the bulk of our upgrades if we do get any upgrades, because as you know, the upgrades come based off how we perform in the season. Also, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our team balance, or what we're going to be doing as far as the system proficiency. As you can see, we got a very basic coach. He's got C's across the board. This is just the coach they give you when you create a team. And his active system is balanced, and his preferred system is balanced. As you can see, we only got 2 stars. This system doesn't really fit all the players on our team, but we kind of just got a bunch of guys that I threw together based off what they can do individually, and we don't really have a style per se, so I didn't really pick guys that fit the balanced style. I just picked the guys that were best available, or guys that fit my style of how I wanted to make the team. So we're gonna go ahead and say that we won't get rid of the coach until at least the first 20 games. I think that's realistic. If we're 0-20 in the first 20 games, and maybe the coach got to go and we got to look for an upgrade. But we're just going to leave it at balance for right now. We'll see how we do when the simulation starts, and then we'll go ahead from there. And next up, we're going to go ahead and look at who we got mentoring our young guys. I got Rajon Rondo is going to be mentoring Trevon Duval. You can see Rajon Rondo's got about 12 years in age on him. Play the same position. You see Trevon's a 68 overall. He's not a guy that's going to have a lot of minutes, barring guys not getting hurt. So he's pretty much just going to be training. So I got Rondo mentoring him. As you can see, Rondo's got a hefty amount of badges that we want to try and see if we can get over to Trevon and kind of turn him into the guard of the future. As you see, we got a flashy passer and dimer selected. Also, I think a little bit further down, he probably got defensive stopper. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we got Rondo training Trevon Duval to get him to where we need him to be. And Alkins, we got Avery Bradley. As you can see, he's got his 3 badges. Just went ahead and selected all of them: defensive stopper, pick dodger, and pickpocket. I didn't add him to the Untouchables list because I want to see what he has. I want to see what he got. I want to see how he looks after the first year. Like I said, I wanted to wait maybe to the end of the season, unless we pick up some young guys in a trade later down the line. I wanted to see what he has to offer before I put him in that spot as being an untouchable, because I kind of want to save those spots. So we're going to put him under Avery Bradley, and we'll see how he looks at the end of the season if he's not involved in any type of trade packages, or hopefully we don't have no guys go down for extended period of time. But if we do, he may be somebody we'll look to see to get some minutes and see how he looks out there on the court.
We're at the sold-out home of the Hawks. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the 4th member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for Cincinnati, they've got Cephalosha. Bell is out there with Myers-Leonard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Bradley in at the 2-guard spot. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Prince kicks to Young. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bradley. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
You see that hounding defense by Bradley? I mean, he got them out and running that time.
Young taking his time here. Bazemore passes to Prince. Here's Collins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Rondo against Young. Shot clock at 6. And he wills that one in, sinking right through.
The extra pass tonight. He said we have a bunch of guys who can score. As long as we keep everyone involved, our best defense is a good offense. Well, let's see if they keep the rock moving tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Basket counts.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating.
Now here's Burke, defended by Young. Count that one. Burke's got his first 2 points. Young outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And for Cincinnati, we've got Kyle O'Quinn. Wood out there with Trey Burke. And it's Osman in at the 3.
Into the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
And Anderson gets it to go.
And that's what you give up. Can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
So it's Cincinnati now, following the 3 by Atlanta. Here's Dotson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
For the Hawks, Lenz checked in for Dwayne Dedman, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Young. Bradley's checked in for Cincinnati. Rondo comes in for Trey Burke. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Bazemore against Bradley. Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Finished off the break.
Yeah, you can't let Rondo.
Bazemore finds Anderson. Here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
And got a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Wood with 2 minutes now played in the second quarter, and stolen by Cephalosha. It's Bradley on the wing. He's covered by Bazemore. Bradley kicks to Rondo. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It really turned it around.
And Cincinnati making a change here as well. Bell's checked in. And Rondo, no good on that one.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense. And you can see why the D is willing to just back off and really take their chances with his jump shot.
Rondo against Anderson.
You have got D there, prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Bell's shot is good. Now it's a 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Rondo. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Bazemore against Cephalosha. Now here's Bazemore. D right on him. Prince outside. 3 on the clock. Can't connect from short range.
Oh, Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
And so it's the visiting team with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way.
All right, guys, we're here with our halftime report. As you can see, we're locked in a pretty good game in what looked like it's going to be a dogfight with the Atlanta Hawks. We're doing pretty good on defense. Those defenders I picked up in the expansion draft are really proving that they can make a difference on the court. We're shooting 59%. We got 7 boards, 6 assists, and we're really getting in on defensive end with those 4 steals. Rondo's been getting to the basket, playing pretty well, finishing at the rim. Not a guy that you want shooting a whole bunch of jump shots, but I've been kind of working the pick and roll with him pretty well. He's been looking pretty good. Avery Bradley's done a good job of D'ing up Trae Young. Hopefully we can keep that going. And we got them shooting 44%. They got 8 boards, 5 assists, no steals, no blocks. So we're doing a good job of not turning the ball over, which is why I think we're ahead. Went on a little bit of a run there at the end of the second half to get this lead, but pretty much for the entirety of the first 2 quarters, we've been locked in with these guys, and they've really been making it hard for us to score. The fact that we don't have a go-to scorer really shows the reason why the game is so tight. So we're going to keep doing what we've been doing, and we're going to keep trying to get to the basket and keep playing solid defense, and we'll see if we can pull this one out at the end of the game.
Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. And it's Len in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
You can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws at the... That's also good. So he hits...
Shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Rondo kicks to Bell. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
Now here's Len. He gets it in there.
And it makes him a lot more effective when his mid-range shot is dropped.
Rondo against Young. And it's Rondo penetrating. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Bazemore on the wing. Covered by Cephalosha. Bazemore against Cephalosha. Bazemore dishes to Len. 2 on the clock. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Cincinnati. They lead by 1. Burke kicks to Osman. Back to Burke. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. Osman, the pass to Leonard. Great open look there.
I mean, he's out there on it, but they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive.
Burke kicks to Leonard. Here's Osman, guarded by Prince. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Good. Young's got 11 points.
You got to be very careful around Young here. He's clever at figuring out ways to swipe that ball.
8 minutes. Burke kicks to Osman. Lays it up and banks it in. Osman's 1:56 left here in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. With the fadeaway. In Atlanta again. To the wing right side. Burke, the pass to Wood. Here's Osman. There's the 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Can't make threes that easy for him.
Now here is Carter. No points in the game yet for him. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And this. with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Back to Burke. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Burke's got his second basket of the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Bradley against Young. Out to the right wing. With 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cincinnati leads by 3, and we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Now here's Bradley. Kicks it out to Leonard. Offensive rebound. Young against Rondo. Clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Cincinnati.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness.
Carter with it. Bazemore on the wing. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Vital.
Rondo kicks to Bradley. Down low. Outside for Rondo. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. That shot wide open. Leonard's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Cincinnati.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual...
And here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, when talking about...
And that one falls for Young. And so Young nails them both.
I like that he...
Here's Dotson. Outside Leonard. Plenty of space. Bullseye. Leonard. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
The free throw drops for Bazemore.
Okay, great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Cincinnati, important player of the game, Rajon Rondo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
It doesn't go for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Prince wide open. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Hawks lead by...
I know who they'll look to if they need another big 3 again soon.
Now here's Rondo. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Prince.
Some very slack defending. Playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Bazemore in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And guys on defense gasping for air.
To halt the run. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Here's Cephalosha. Sinks it.
Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 46 seconds. Leonard with the steal. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Rondo against Young. Leonard kicks to Dotson. Clock at 4. Little turnaround. The offensive rebound with the second effort. Cephalosha misses. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a one-point game. Young finds Len. Over Leonard. Back to Young. There's the triple.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Cincinnati calls timeout. Guys, what do you... And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Cephalosha. And Lloyd Pierce wants a timeout. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
All right, y'all. Hell of a game. Hell of a game. I thought we had that one, man. I thought we took it down the stretch and we came up with some big plays. The ball ended up being in Cephalosha's hands in a key moment at the end of the game, and he missed a shot right under the basket, but left the door wide open for the Atlanta Hawks to come down and for us to get daggered by Trae Young. He's a hell of a player, man. He's going to be really good here in the future. But I had a lot of fun. That was a really tough game, real close. One thing I can see right off the rip is that we're definitely going to need a go-to scorer down the stretch. We don't really have a guy that can kind of be dependable to get his own shot. Damian Dotson just went a little bit too far on the help, got out of position, and left Trae Young that little sliver of space that he needed to knock down a shot. But just to over here check on the stats, Trae Young, 39 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. We did a pretty good job of kind of staying in him for the whole game. We just kind of let it slip a little bit at the end. But, you know, great offense always beats great defense, and he's a great offensive player, so he managed to give it to us tonight. Bazemore added 22, Taurean Prince added 16. So they got a pretty good performance from their starters. We didn't really give a big game to their bench. As you see, Collins had 12 boards, so they did have an opportunity to get on the glass. Moving over to our side, Rajon Rondo, 28 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists. He had 5 turnovers, which is all on me. Bad plays down the line. We might need to go to Myers Leonard a little bit more. I didn't really utilize him much in the first quarter, but through the middle part of the game, we needed some buckets. That pick and pop was really working, so that's definitely something we're going to incorporate into our offense. 25 points, 10 boards, and we got 16 from Osman and 10 from Trey Burke, respectively, off the bench. And Dotson with 5 points and 10 assists, surprisingly. But yeah, man, that's going to do it here for this episode. Hard-fought game, big-time loss, but we'll try to see if we can pick up a win in the next one. If you guys got any suggestions or anything you want to see in the series, just go ahead and leave it down in the comments and leave your boy a like. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching the series. We'll see you here in the next episode. Peace.